A tall tale is a story with unbelievable elements, related as if it were true and factual. Some tall tales are exaggerations of actual events. Some, like other types of fiction, have a point or a message. So I go into this really grand antique shop. I notice an area to the back of the store with an old sign that reads, "This room is exceptionally special." Why, I thought. I went over and saw the items in the room and recognized them as items I grew up with in the 1960s and had not touched for decades. There was a really old rotary phone, and it rang. I thought, how is this old rotary phone ringing? It must be a fake. I picked it up. "Main Street Antiques," I answered. "Hello, is George there?" Suddenly, an animated, square-faced man appeared in front of my face. "Tell them I'm not here," he says, while I'm motioning frantically. Well, I'm not going to lie to them. So I just simply asked the caller to try calling George later. George is wearing a three-piece suit with a thick tie skillfully knotted. He appears to be in black and white. "We have fantastic super-duper bargains today just for you, but you have to act fast before someone else takes advantage of these fine sales." I'm just browsing today. "Look at these teeny-weeny itsy bikinis here from the late 1960s. Wouldn't you like to buy them for those special girls and women in your life?" "No! George, or wherever your name is, just no. I'm just browsing today." "Okay, take your time, take your time." So there's this vintage television playing in the room, and I don't see a DVD player or a VCR or anything like that. And I'm wondering how this TV is even operating. It must be phony because, of course, nothing like this would work with anything anymore. "It's a Zenith 23-inch Shelby console model. Beautiful. I can cut you a great deal today." I wasn't even paying attention to George anymore. Petticoat Junction was on the TV. A little puppy is following Betty Jo around. If I were a little puppy, I'd be following Betty Jo around as well. Well, Katie doesn't want to own a dog, and Uncle Joe, he's looking for food. This is so inane. But just then, this elderly lady grabs a chair, sits down right in front of the television, and changes the channel to a soap opera. Someone is cheating on somebody, and someone wants to murder somebody. Suddenly, the bland and inane turns into the shockingly immoral. Next, I find myself in the children's corner. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, Trouble, Monopoly, Creepy Crawlers. Of course, it's not a child playing with the creepy crawlers in that corner, but an old man turning slimy goop into pieces of throwaway garbage. As I'm looking around at this stuff, George turns on this large vintage jukebox player. Songs about, "I'm gonna make you mine. And we did it all night long, even though I didn't know your name." "George, don't turn that on for me, please. I can give you a real good deal on it." "No, George, no." Just then, above all the other noise in the room, an argument breaks out between two customers. "I saw this first, but I picked it up, but you put it down." They were arguing about a poster that had classic candy wrappers on it. Sweet Tarts, Lemon Heads, Lifesavers. What a thing to argue about. Well, I don't like conflict, and this room, not so special for me. It's full of things I don't even like or need to remember. As I'm leaving the room, George says, "I'll come out with you, but I have to use the restroom first." When I exit the building, George is out there, Only he's dressed in saggy, trashy pants that are falling off his buttocks, and he's wearing a tank top which shows some raunchy tattoos. He's covered in cheap jewelry, and he's trying to sell cheap MP3 players to street kids. George, he turns to me. Yo, what's up, brother? I said, what are you doing? He says, I'm selling it, man. I'm selling it.